So we have new Pokemon announced. I don't have a problem with these guys. No way. It's whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I have a problem with. This probably has to be the worst design for a Pokemon that I've seen since Meltan. For legendary, of course, all those fossils, and of course that scientist bug. And of course the apple of eyes. And of course a few others in Gao that are pretty bad designs, but nope. We can't criticize Gen 8 because, we'll be called Gen 1ers if we don't like Gen 8. Okay? But, I can see why, people were like, oh, Gen 5 designs are so bad. Well, at least they didn't give us this. This has got to be one of the creepiest Pokemon, one of the weirdest and oddest Pokemon in the world. Okay? And of course, you can have some people, specifically Zelda fans, defending this Pokemon. Oh my god, it has Triforces on it. Does it make a good Pokemon? No! It is a legendary Pokemon as the mascot of the Crown Tundra. Well, I don't want to have to go to the Crown Tundra if this thing is ruining it. First of all, is this weird gigantic bulb on its head. The coolest way is much more simple and give it a small crown. That's the thing that I have a problem with. Is this gigantic bulb for some reason is growing out of his head. I get it, it's supposed to be a grass type, okay? But really? This is just, well, it's just uncomfortable to look at, okay? Then we have its really tiny head, we have its really long legs and its really tiny body. Its legs are longer than its head and its body. How is it supposed to survive? This thing, this is like one of the most unrealistic Pokemon ever. You know, you have its gigantic bulb on its head, and you have its really tiny stiff legs to support it. It's like Game Freak is just like, okay, you know what? It's time to make, this really, really bad rookie Pokemon. Okay? And, Generation 8 is again one of the worst generations of Pokemon. I just cannot stress this enough, okay? One of the worst generations of Pokemon ever. It's just funny that these are the worst Pokemon. It's like the worst Pokemon designs come from this game, okay? Because you look at, there's some bad, because of course, gonna have to deal with, it is a Gen 1, okay? There's bad designs from every generation. There's some bad designs in Pokemon Generation 1. For example, the ones come to my mind is Voltorb and Electrode. Yes, Voltorb and Electrode. Those things. And also comes to mind, oh wait, that's Gen 8 Pokemon, Brilliant Weezing, and Mr. Mime and Jinx. Okay, there are some bad Pokemon designs in Gen 2, and Gen 3, and Gen 4, and Gen 5. Every generation has bad designs, but the bad designs, like even Gen 5, the ones that people say is the worst of Pokemon, still has a lot of better Pokemon than all of Gen 8. Okay, all of Gen 8. Okay, you know, maybe I'm those, like I said one time, I'm just not into Pokemon anymore. That's probably why. If I was like 10 years younger, I would probably think like Pokemon, like those fossils would be the coolest thing ever. But I don't like these things. They're creepy. They're weird. I don't really care for a lot of these Pokemon over here, especially these three. Especially Iscu is just a penguin with a ice block on its head, or a Dini. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Okay, and Pensacon. Who would want to use it? It's really just a electric Sealton, with a butt for a face. Okay? I can just go on all day rotating Generation, 8. Generation 7 also had some stinkers. Specifically Meltan, Melmetal. Those things existed. Muku. I'm just saying every generation had its stinkers, had the thing. And of course, well, let's not forget Bruxus and the other creepy crab Pokemon. But it just seems that Pokemon generations have just gotten Pokemon designs have gotten worse and worse. Well, they used to quite like even Gen 5 still had a lot of good designs compared to bad designs, and even Gen 6 had a lot of good designs. The quality of the Pokemon, with the exception of these four here, and maybe Big Sungus, the Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon are actually pretty decent designs. But then Gen 7, the designs just started getting worse. And then Gen 8, the designs are just absolutely, absolutely just, a lot of them are just not that great or just bland or boring, okay? That's the whole thing about Gen 8, okay? And now we just have this as one of the newest Pokemon. You just gotta be kidding me. This is why Gen 8 is just terrible. This is why I don't like Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, one of the millions of reasons why I hate Pokemon Sword and Shield at all as well. So Pokemon Sword and Shield, it still sucks. Okay, I'm not paying $60 for this game. I'm not paying $40 for stupid DLC that probably just as sucks as the main game itself. If the main game isn't that good, why would I want to buy a DLC? It's like buying DLC to Fallout 36. Why would you buy it? Okay, and they're gonna make it, and of course, they're gonna say this is one of the best and of course you have the Pokemon fan base probably say this is one of the best designs ever. It's one of the best designs ever. Being overly positive of a really bad Pokemon in Gen 7, okay? Saying our cream is a good design. Oh yeah, a freaking pile of whipped cream that looks like an anime girl. Oh yeah, what a great design that is. And nothing suggestive there, okay? We also have a weird bug that looks like a scientist, which, actually more when you look at its actual design, it actually makes more and more sense as it goes on. But I still think it looks weird and it just looks weird, okay? You know, Maybe I just don't care about Pokemon anymore. But really, this Game Freak really decided to say, oh look, you know what? If you pay $40 for Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, you get this Pokemon, okay? You get this Pokemon, okay? You get our more of a bad designs because we can't, because we have 1 hour designs literally for Pokemon, and now it's making monstrosities like this, Meltan, and the fossils, okay? This is just another monstrosity of, Gen 8, you know, of Gen 8, it's just another monstrosity from this generation. And because Gen 8's legendaries, Zacian, Semisasa, Kufu, and its evolution that would, the Koala Pokemon, and I don't know what a TARDIS falls into. Maybe it's I don't know what TARDIS falls into, and calyrex, but Game Freak has really dropped the ball. So that means I may have to remake my list of the worst Pokemon Gen 8 designs, because it's like, Game Freak couldn't get worse with all the Pokemon weeks coming out, with all the designs being these bland, boring Pokemon. And they all end up being true, like this thing, okay, being like a Pokemon, you know, these things existing, okay, you could have had cool designs, okay? And of course, you can have people try to tell me, oh, but there's a big bunch of war behind these Poke designs. So you had this, whatever this thing is supposed to be. It also has the worst stats of any Pokemon. You know, the worst stats, okay? We also had, some of the really bad middle stage evolutions as well. We also had, there's a bunch of, weird and odd designs. We had the hat Pokemon, but, I don't think anybody really cares about this Pokemon either, okay? You know, Game Freak is just like, oh yeah, the fans, what Pokemon deserves an evolution? Mr. Mime, a Pokemon that nobody likes. Oh yeah, Stunfisk? Let's give Stunfisk and Mr. Mime two of the most hated Pokemon evolutions. What's next in Gen 9? Okay, I will give Jinx an evolution. Okay, but Dunsparce, Pokemon that has needed the evolution for a while. Oh yeah, let's not give that Pokemon design. Let's I won't be surprised in Gen 9 to give Jinx and and unknown Jinx evolution, and gives these the elemental monkeys evolution, and ignores what the people actually want evolutions for, and just prove that Pokemon is going down and ever out of touch with fans. ignoring fans when they said they wanted, the games to, not be low quality and not to lie to the fans. But you know what? You guys made this game sell 6 million copies, you PokeTubers and, all these, Pokemon fanboys telling me that I'm wrong, telling me I'm a, liar, a whiner, I need to get off of the internet, you guys made this game sell 6 million copies. And what do we get? We'll gain more bad Pokemon designs from Game Freak. Of course, there will always be bad Pokemon designs. That's not the point. It's the fact that Game Freak is very, very lazy, okay? They cut corners in their games. They don't care about the fans, okay? Like, PokeTubers claim they do, okay? The next cut eventually had to happen because, it's not like all the designs are completely ripped from X and Y, having the same exact Pokemon designs from X and Y. It's not like they can easily just really rip the entire Pokemon designs from, X and Y, which they already did, and say that it's slightly different. And, made it and added a few extra polygons, to make the designs look slightly different from Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Storm and Moon, okay? And you're telling me they couldn't put every single Pokemon in the game, but they use exactly the same designs. So, Pokemon Sword and Shield, again, ever since E3 has been nothing but a disappointment and a trademark. I still haven't bought Pokemon Sword and Shield to this day. I'm not one of the 6 million people. Goodbye.